Alright, so this goes on my other video that I don't know if it gets taken down, but I'm when it comes to the LGBT path that a lot walk and trying to find your place in religion and with God. I mean, I do believe that the LGBT goes. I understand why religion says it's sin, and I do believe that it is an anomaly and a mutation within evolution. It happens, but it doesn't give shape to anything. It's a stalemate. You can't you can't have children. All right, so it goes against God's divine plan, and it goes against evolution's way, natural law of things. Now, do I think your sexuality and who you love and who you want to be with is grounds to burn in hell? No. But that is their laws, that is their way. And why would you want to be part of a church or a family or a community or a circle that doesn't, approve of your lifestyle? Because I mean, Christians might come off the wrong way and how they talk about it, but like, they don't hate you. They don't despise you. They don't wish you, harm. They don't agree. That's it. They don't agree. They don't approve. And in their heads, they want you to save your soul and be in heaven. And unfortunately, in their heaven and their God's divine plan, which has been around for 2,000 plus years, that you will not go to heaven. I don't know where you'll go. I don't know if you'll go exactly to hell, but you might. But there's also different levels of hell, I believe. So you might go in the first one. So it might not be that bad down there, but it won't be like heaven. What heaven is about and what it looks like is another topic. But this one, I mean, because I've walked that path, the LGBT path, and me personally, I have come to realize that that's not the path that I agree with. And as I've come to look into myself and why I, walked that path, I've come to find out that I was very insecure. I was very low self-esteem. I was broken inside and didn't have the best luck with women in some aspects. I mean, I had a pretty good luck with men. So I mean, I always made this joke about how my bed will never be empty because men and women both like me. But I had better, luck with men. But there's no, it's a dead end. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm really not. But I'm gonna speak, truth. And being with, the same sex, it is a dead end because you can't have children. You can't continue on your bloodline. So, like, I mean, you can adopt that, which is fine. Which, I mean, if you actually go down to the statistics, I mean, single fathers, gay men, and nuclear families are the trio of decent parenting. I mean, obviously, the best is a man and woman. Second best is a single father. And third best would be two gay men, from what I come to believe and understand. But I think it goes down to, men. I mean, because I do believe that men are designed to lead and have authority over how the path is walked. Doesn't mean you can't listen to your significant other and hear them out, but the man does make the final say. Like, so if I decide to choose to go left with my wife, then I have chosen for the path. If I choose to go against her, decision, and I say no, we're gonna go right, we go right. But I mean, getting back on that LGBT, I mean, because I mean, I want to have conversation with people and actually, I don't want to hear why you walk this way. I want to hear why you have come to believe this is the path you should take. I mean, and none of this, you know, book lingo or broken record, scripted dialogue. You sound like an NPC. I want to hear why you feel this is your path. I mean, I want to know why you feel like, man, and this goes more than just the LGBT, because there's been a lot of things that have come in become a wedge. I think whether it's getting closer to God or you know finding your frequency, finding your people. I mean, there's many things in our society that has come to make it really hard for us as beings of connection to get close to people. And I mean, I don't have any, I have a lot of people that are in that community, and I haven't talked to them in a while, but I mean, I have love for them. I don't hate them. And I hope they find their way, and I hope they find their path. That's their path. I can't, I mean, I can lead them to water, but they're the ones that are going to want to follow me, and they're going to be the ones that have to drink the water. Because if you try to force somebody, then you're going to waste more energy and you might not make it to the pool of water. And if you by chance make it to the pool of water and you force them to drink, you might drown them. So, I mean, there's no point. I mean, there's many quotes you can use that lingo in. But, I mean, that's where I've come to, I believe what I believe very strongly. And I've been on a very warp speed journey in my understanding of spirituality, religion, and the pursuit of belief and truth. And I mean, majority of my beliefs does come from the Christian evolution, a little twist of Muslim and pagan, but majority of it does come from Christian. And as I've come to see it through my eyes in a new light, I mean, I can see the truth a lot more clear in the Christian path. I have been betrayed and hurt by the church, not because of my homosexual and LGBT path, but because of my own, views and outlooks of other stuff and things that I have gone through. I've had one person that pretty much told me that because I kept my daughter away from God, Jesus, that's why God took her away. So because I wasn't religious and I was not very okay with baptizing and this and all that, because I did that, he took my daughter away, which that kind of, stung. I could see with a more center mind right now how he came at it was a little harsh. But I don't have any harsh wills towards him. He was also black, so I don't know if that really matters. But he had a very black, heavy, preacher hand. But I don't have any harsh will against him. I think, honestly, now that I've come to see it in a different outlook, I don't think he meant it in ill intent. I really don't. But at that time, I was very just in a whirlwind of trying to understand my place and what's the purpose of things and what I should do. So, I've had things that have happened in my path that has turned me away from the Christian belief. But I still have my Wiccan and pagan and, spiritual beliefs that don't quite align with the Christian belief. But I would say most of my outlook on how I describe my belief does come from the Christian belief with a twist of all the others, which I think religion, honestly, and spirituality and all that are stepping stones to the true religion, which is truth. And I don't think, the human race now, I don't think they have the ability to fully grasp and understand if God is real. Because if you actually think about what that means, you're talking about a being that can make something out of nothing. Like literally, you're talking about, because like the whole laws and magic and all that. You're talking about somebody that can defy the laws of gravity, defy the laws of magic, and just do what he wants without consequences. Because like people down on Earth, it's like having the science on Earth if you take that science out in space, sooner or later that science is not gonna, that knowledge that you have from Earth is not gonna go very far in trying to understand the cosmos. So yeah, I mean, you have to understand. I mean, you have to understand. Taking the science going out there is to help you navigate, but you have to be open to new understandings of the cosmos, so you can fully grasp on how to, live out there. I mean, gravity is completely different. Fire is completely different. You have different. I mean, if you look at our planet, every country is different. Now take that on a massive scale on space, when everything we know about up and down is not up and down up there. And and then on top of that, to prove God is real, how do you do that? I mean, how do you prove that it Almighty Being that is unkillable and all powerful and knowing all? How do you explain His way of thinking? How do you explain Him to be? I mean, I don't like the aspects of blind faith, but they have come to understand it a little bit. Is I do think blind faith probably does. It doesn't mean close your mind and just follow. It just means to be open. I mean, I think it's more the fact that like me falling like my gypsy feet on the streets. I just let my feet tell me where to go, and I just walk. Kind of like that, I guess. Having blind faith that this too shall pass. This will be. This is not the end. But there I go. Kids calling.